Hey everybody!
Don't edit that
out. Welcome back to Roll For It, our lovely D&D podcast here. Let's everyone just say hello real quick so we can get into our recap.
Hello!
Hello! Hi!
Or did you mean in a circle so we're not
No, just
huddled
you're
mass?
good. Anyways,
you know us by now.
So we're gonna jump into our recap here. So last session, our party of adventurers found out that there was a special gala going on, held by the Bridgman noble family in Quallen here. And they plan to steal the deed to the ship that they had stole, so they can sell said ship. And I believe you guys had just made this somehow connect to the Iron Towers, but I don't remember.
We're trying to use it as a framing device to connect the interweaving tissue of our scheme.
Alright, that's fine. And after that session, I had promised that if they can make this go off without a hitch, they'll get a level up.
Without a hitch, yeah, okay.
So, here are your conditions.
Oh, God.
It's like a Hitman mission.
Yeah, it's a Hitman mission. Don't get caught fighting. Don't get caught killing anyone. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to be. And most importantly, don't disrupt the party.
Okay,
I need
don't get caught.
I need a point of
Yeah.
clarity on
So
that.
it can happen, we just can't get caught.
On a less violent note than that's implied, is it don't get caught doing any of that, or don't be remembered doing any of that?
Whichever one would let you get away scot-free.
Exactly. Okay. Okay.
Anyways, so we're gonna jump right into it now.
Any of us have modified memory?
Oh, by the way, it's the party is currently split up to Team Sneaky, which is our
hard.
Frost. Team Sneaky, which is Frost and Joppa, and Team Fancy, which is Igor, Wolf, Saren, and Karina.
Igor's kind of the middleman, though.
Alright. So which side of the party do we want to start with for the...
What did we do last time?
Do you want to go to Team
so-
Fancy?
Team Fancy.
I got
Might as well.
my crow giving us, pun intended, bird's eye view from the rafters.
Give me another stealth check for your crow, by the way.
Was the one getting them in here not enough?
No.
Okay, what does they get to stealth? Do I get? No, I don't have advantage in stealth. That's gotta be a 19.
Okay. Your crow's still good.
Okay.
No one's noticed him up there on the wonderful chandelier.
No one's noticed the devil crow in this gala hall.
So you have noticed two affluent-looking figures, a silver fox, not a human, a male silver fox,
Wouldn't be needed to be clarified if it weren't D&D.
and a blonde woman wearing a tight black dress that covers most of her body.
Most of her body.
Yeah, because you can still see her hands and her face.
Blonde woman human?
Human.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing? You're in the party. There's not a lot of space for you to walk around in.
What is is it like all humans that are here?
It is a mix of different races, but it is primarily a lot of humans.
Do we know what the Bridgman?
You're at the Bridgman Gala.
Do we know what any of the Bridgman family members look like?
Frost met one of the Bridgman family members earlier, like 8 sessions ago. But no, none of you know what any of the Bridgman look like.
Except for Frost.
Except for Frost.
Who can technically
Right.
message that to Sarah?
They know me, and I look like one, so therefore they do.
No, you look like a Bridgman guard.
Oh, fair.
Not a family member.
I thought all the guards and all their I thought the whole thing was just their extended family.
Oh yes,
Like- Waylon, like
the
the-
third
like the
cousin
Freys.
on your mother's side. Oh, that little shit. Give him a guard post.
Twice removed.
So I have Jabba's staff.
Of disguise self. What would you like to... Are you going to use it? And what are you disguising yourself to look like?
That's what I'm wondering. Should I just... do we have a particular plan as far as distraction?
I already went with a regal human appearance.
That's what
Yeah, because I already know from our dealings with Giuseppe that the aristocrats in this town have a tendency to be racist, so I'm not taking any bets with anything other than human.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm just gonna disguise as
human?
a woman wearing a gown and whatever.
Fancy clothes.
Do any of the three of us want to be actively together, or do we want to unclump, divide and conquer?
That's... I don't know, do we want to...
Also, Igor, you're going to need to give me a perception check.
It's under.
Whoever's alone.
That's a 21.
Okay. You're seeing a large inflow of people, so much that people are starting to get like pushed outside. So
Nice. Lots of people.
just a lot of people are coming.
I say to myself, wow, it's a lot of people.
Wow,
Because I was about myself.
Wow.
Is the gala hall large enough that if we like go into separate areas that we'll have a hard time finding each other afterwards?
The gala area is 120 feet, which is this space size.
Okay.
So it's not incredibly hard,
Okay, so
but there are a lot of people.
I
So
figure we
Wanna
can.
do, like 2 and 2.
Well, like
Is
all
the
of us
whole
like.
party limited to that
Well,
area, or is it spread out among other
Igor's doing
rooms?
his own thing. It's the three of us.
to your
on
knowledge,
the
it
floor.
is limited to just this large gala hall.
Okay.
So this is essentially our safe area to be in.
Yeah, we
I
can
was-
freely move about without being quote unquote caught.
Yeah.
So I say we go about. I got a couple of investigations I want to try to look around for. If you guys have ideas, for starters, I was thinking when we talked to Giuseppe, he said he's got pretty good faith in the tavern owner. Could I see if she's here? Try to get the lowdown on
Alright,
her.
give me
Maybe
a-
She's at least a local. Who
give
we
me
can probably
a-
trust.
Perception check, yeah.
Can I take a look around to see if guard formations and patrols?
Ooh, that's
Give me an investigation.
perception.
Yep.
It's going to be a 10.
Oh shit!
You don't seem to recognize any faces. Not only are you in such a small space, so you can't look around quite that well. A lot of people you just don't know, and you really didn't get a good chance to talk to Velstrucker.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 for a 22.
Okay. You don't see what look like to be a guard formation. There are guards posted at the corners of the room.
Yeah,
And there
I
are
was
a
just
couple
trying to
of
see
other
like
guards.
where they might be stationed if any of them are patrolling around.
It doesn't seem like they're patrolling, but there are a couple of guards up here on the catwalk.
All right. How many?
5.
We know which one is Igor, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see him. He's visibly shorter than the rest of them.
I'm forgetting that Karina and I are the only ones that are like magically disguised. Igor's just like disguised. I forgot.
Yeah.
Karina, you got any ideas on who you want to try to look around for? Because I'm just trying to figure who we can go to try to milk information from, and we don't even know who the bridgemen look like.
I would like to just socialize with party goers and see
Okay.
what they're talking about. If there's
You just roll me a straight persuasion. Or a charisma. Straight charisma. It's a little better.
Come on, roll
You're
good
not
for that schmooze.
quite looking for...
15 charisma, you said?
Sarah and Wolf, what are you guys doing anything right now? Or
I've got detect magic in my book of ancient secrets. Could I have that running, like, on the DL, see if I pick up anything?
So since it needs to be ritual casted, I believe, right?
Yeah, so that would be
That's-
10 minutes of...
That's 10 minutes of either you looking super weird in a party that there's not a lot of space, and you kind of need a bit of space to cast.
Okay, I'm not going to do that thing, because I don't want to draw more attention to myself.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
I think it'd probably be pretty apparent what I was doing at that point.
Karina, what did you roll for your charisma?
18.
18? So you're chatting some people up. It's a
I'm starting this.
lot of people are just kind of just, oh yeah, there's a lot of free food at this gala. That's kind of why we're here. The Bridgemen don't have the best taste in food, but I can't turn down free food, now can I? There are very few people here that are actually investors.
I would like to take a look around and find somebody who probably looks like a more affluent investor, try to chat them up.
All right.
Schmooze with some
Roll
tricks.
me an investigation check.
So I figure if I can at least get them talking for a minute, I can get somebody rich charmed, and then they can spill the beans. That's going to be a 15.
Okay. Besides the two figures you noticed earlier, there does seem to be a couple like huddled in their own circle.
Can I try to go talk to the few that we saw at first?
Yeah. So are you going towards the?
The blonde lady and the old man.
Yeah, they're not together, but so.
Okay. The old man.
Okay. So you kind of managed to make your way towards this silver fox of a man.
You keep saying silver fox.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to come back around.
No, he's wearing like all gray.
Okay.
Too. He's like
Do I notice him walking over?
Yeah.
Okay.
for sure.
I just
Give
wanna
me
make
another
sure
perception
that-
check, Igor.
I just want to make sure that I'm seeing what's happening on the floor.
Saren, if you notice anything,
Well, I was about
message
to.
me
17.
to pull out.
I was about to message the rest of Team Fancy that there are 4 guards, and I was going to give them just basic placements.
Real
so
quick,
they could keep an eye.
Igor, you do notice a couple of other guards like approaching you,
Okay.
and
Up on the catwalk. Okay.
yeah, up on the catwalk, and one of them kind of just throws his arm over your shoulder and goes, "These fucking galas, am I right?"
Oh God.
It's a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, I fucking hate having to do this shit all the time.
Why can't they just stick me up on the fucking on a tower or something? I get to be by myself, look at the views. That's it.
Hey man, if you want to come over to Iron Towers and you want to work one of their shifts, go right ahead. You can have my uniform right now.
Maybe another
time.
time.
Families?
And the party the group of them kind of walk forward. Yep. Anyways, so you approach the older gentleman. As you approach the older gentleman, you can hear basically that they're talking about business.
Can I hear what before I get within, I'm clearly listening to them range?
You can hear a little bit. They're not being super descriptive of what the business is. You hear, yes, business is well, revenue is up, we're making plenty of money. We're opening a branch, actually, down south. It's going to be fantastic. That's the older gentleman, and there's some of the people chiming in and saying, "Oh, that's great, I can't wait, I hope we can invest together soon into some other ventures." And he goes, "Well, I hope so too. I've been paying this fellow to, we'll call it, protect my assets. His name's Zanza Penelchov. You might have heard of him. He's a hunter of sorts." And you hear, "Oh yes, he's pretty big, I believe, down south. Very famous for hunting dragonborn, isn't that right?" And he replies, "Yes, but he hunts other things if you pay him more than enough. He's actually over at Valstruckers right now. But there have been some troubles, so an investment would be beneficial for the security of my organization, if you will." And are you going to approach?
I'm really tempted to turn heel and go to the blonde instead. Are either of these two right next to me?
I don't know, Saren, are you next to you?
I'm following him at like a 5-foot distance.
Okay, I slow my pace, turn around, grab Sarah, and is like, "Message Karina, don't go near the old man,
All right.
and don't piss him off."
I will do
okay,
so.
I think I have a plan. I can proceed talking to him because that's, I sort of saunter up, I guess, as I try to engage them with.
And you get a very friendly, "Hello there. Are you new in town? I haven't quite seen you before. I know everyone relevant in the noble houses here." And he puts his hand out and he goes, "Hello, I am Atmo Soren Leiden."
Aha! Nice to meet you. As I am, in fact, new in town. Just got in off the ship.
You look pretty finely dressed. By any chance, are you looking for someone to invest in?
You are a keen man. Yes, I am. I'm just up from the capital on some business. Looking to see if I can make an additional capital while I'm here.
I see. Tell me, friend, what kind of business do you run?
Publishing mostly. Do a little bit of outsourcing to researchers.
A publisher. I myself don't read too many books. Servants for that, But I'm pretty well learned in the maths and sciences.
You teach your servants to read. How noble of you.
I buy them knowing how to read.
Ah, smart. Well, what is your business then?
We'll call it HR.
Ah, clever. Don't want anybody getting too keen on it, right?
Especially with the Queen's Battle dolls going around.
You could say I've taken that approach too. Not everything pays the bills with just books, if you know what I mean.
I quite understand. So if you would like to talk investment, I'm sure Olivia won't mind us taking one of the side rooms.
Olivia?
Yes, Olivia.
Oh, yes, Olivia. Ah, lovely. Was that the kind woman who was just departing from you?
I didn't see you from before. Would you mind pointing your direction?
Shot in the dark, I point in the direction the blonde woman was in. Clearly without, like, specifically pointing at an individual.
Roll me a d6.
A D6. I heard D. I was like, okay, going for the deception roll. I can do that. Oh, D6. Fuck me.
You just fucking point over your shoulder in a nondescript direction.
Oh, 6.
That way.
That a guy.
All right. He begins to laugh. No, I don't mean Olivia Baldwin Iron Towers. I mean Olivia Horseven.
Oh, yes. What would you like to discuss, sir?
Oh, of course, I'd like to discuss how much money you'd like to invest and how much I can return to you. The name of your organization would be wonderful. And what your security situation and assets look like.
Yes, of course.
Of course. So do you mind if we step away from the party for a moment?
Is he gonna notice if the second he turns his back to walk away towards a room when he turns back I'm not there?
I'd say probably.
I think, you're committed to this now.
You're committed.
Because he'll be suspicious if he's like...
You are a quiet investor now, my friend.
Yes, certainly. Lead the way. If we can, on the way wherever he's going, can I try to slip by Karina and grab the messaging ink from her? It's like, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Roll me a sleight of hand, and we'll see. Igor, roll me another perception check.
Fine.
Hope you do well.
It's another 17.
Okay. You're approached by a younger boy in a Iron Towers uniform.
Is he in a guard uniform or
guard uniform? Guard uniform. And he comes over and he's leaning against the railing and he goes, "God, I don't know if I can do this, bud. You won't believe the day I had today. I was told to do something way out of my job description, and then these 3 guys, they threatened to kill me. And oh man,
it happens.
God,
If you don't mind me asking, what do they have you do that was so weird?
Fucking Olivia, she's a paranoid little bitch. She had me go. Do you know how long have you been in the town? You know old man Havar?
Yeah, I've come across him once or twice.
They had me go to his shop and they wanted me to blow something up. I'm like, fuck, that's not in my job description. I'm supposed to be like a guard, stand at the door and don't let people in.
That's heavy, bud.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to complain to you. Yeah.
No, we're all stuck here.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
He turns to look at you, and you can see the color leaves his face.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. What are you doing here?
Oh, it's the same guy.
Yeah, it's the guy we made hands. Roll with it.
I'm just gonna go to scratch my face and just put my finger over my lips shh. Oh no! I'm just gonna try to sleight a hand, that shush motion, and then
he looks at you and goes, "I'm gonna go over there. Please don't follow me." And he like toy soldier marches away.
In my head, I'm gonna be like, okay, I don't think we have to worry about him.
I got an 18 on that sleight of hand to get the sending ink.
Okay. Karina, do you give him the sending ink?
Yeah.
Thank you. In case this goes sideways.
I mean, he's gonna see you use it. If you're in a room with him and you're quickly writing out a message,
he doesn't
into thin air.
It doesn't have to be into thin air. I mean,
not necessarily.
Let me make a note of something.
But not necessarily. But
I'm a warlock. I always have a stack of books on me. I can pull a book out and pretend like this is my ledger, so you need to write a quick note based on what we're going over. Help!
So I'm assuming, Matt, is this you?
That's
so you're walking off into a room on this side.
1 second.
A servant leads you away into another room. It's It looks like a small conference room. Big dark oak table, a few chairs.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
A few bookshelves, lamps, and a wonderful image of the man of the house above a not real fireplace. There's like, it's not a real fireplace. It's a fake one.
What was this guy's name again?
It's Atmos.
What?
Let me pull it up.
ATMOS.
ATMOS. Yes, Atmos.
Yeah, Atmos.
Atmos what?
Fear. Atmos.
Seren Leiden. Anyways,
Okay.
he pulls you into the room. And he goes, "Now that we're alone, let's not deal with any pleasantries. Let's get straight down to business. As you probably might have overheard, I have had some issues with security. But, let me assure you, with some recent acquired security assets, I'll be able to protect all our investments with 100% efficiency.
That's a
no
bold
worries.
claim.
Well, when you have the backing of some of the other magistrates from some of the towns that I'm currently working on, Magistrate Ryfon himself, you can make these kinds of claims."
And if you don't mind, what are some of the assets you need that heavily secured? That's quite a lot of heavy lifting, business-wise.
Well, you see, when you're moving heavy lifters around, orcs, Goliaths, and the lot, you do need a certain amount of protection, as they are a rowdy bunch.
Am I to catch your drift that the orcs and Goliaths we're moving around, we can't be expecting to be pitching in themselves? You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. And with the current state of affairs and the Queen's interference, it doesn't end up working well.
You did hear that she has something dispatched towards here, right?
Yes.
This isn't for you, is it?
Absolutely not. We actually, I'm here for the party, so business isn't with me.
When do you ever leave the office,
It's hard to get away sometimes. But, how much can I expect? How much of an investment can I expect from you? I have a minimum of, 50,000 gold.
If we're not mincing words, how does 100 warm bodies sound?
100 warm bodies. Well, that is quite the investment. And what do you expect in return?
Additional dealings in your protection. It's been a minute by now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from him on charm.
Dear fucking God. Now we're going to be slaves.
What's your DC?
It's going to be 14.
He rolled a 15.
Oh,
and he gets only a +2, so you got fucked.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm sorry, what was it? They just said I was kind of obviously distracted. Trying to figure out how I charm this horrible human being.
He's just asking, what... He wants to know, more specifically, what do you want?
Involvement, protection. You seem quite well connected. Sharing the wealth, as we put it.
Let me make this clear. If you have an individual that you need protecting from, we can have you may not know him, Gorby Biggs from up north. He's you could say, the
Gorby.
kingpin. Yeah, you could say he's the kingpin of the Ganan underground black market.
Interesting. You should say if I need an individual protecting from me.
In particular, his connections allow him to get rid of certain people. Make them sleep with the mimosa, if you get my drift.
Would they possibly be able to track down and take care of someone just to keep them out of my way, so to say?
I'm not sure. I've never had Gorby do anything like that. But if you need, he takes out his wallet and he hands you a little card. He goes, "Here you go. If
Gorby.
Yeah.
Fucking Gorby.
Full name Gorbachev.
Gorby what?
Biggs.
Of course.
Gorby
Big
Biggs.
Gorby.
This is gonna totally be a gnome or some shit.
Yep.
You don't get a name like Gorby Biggs without it being ironic.
Yeah, he's a gnome. He's 100% a gnome. I'm not gonna lie, he's a big figure in Ganan. You know?
Kind of a big deal.
At most, he says, and here's my card as well. Have your people get in touch with my
Of
people, and I
course.
look forward to dealing business with you.
Send to you. Good
And
sir.
he leaves.
Thank fucking Christ. Okay. I exit that conference room.
After that big hug, like hands on knees.
I was like, ooh, Wolfgang, you're getting too old for this bullshit.
Might have pooed a little.
I exit that conference room noticeably not as prideful as when I entered, thinking I was going in there with some more big dick energy than I came out with.
Do I see him leave this room?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
In the time that he went in there, I would have made my way a little bit closer to here to just keep an eye on the door for him.
Okay, I see sir and immediately make a beeline for him. I was like, the old man, slave trader, has a dragonborn hunter on payroll.
Dragon?
Avoid, because he's also hunting me. I'll explain later.
Oh dear.
And I just walk away. I just walk. No context. I just walk away.
All right. So we're gonna take a quick detour with our Team Sneaky.
Okay.
Team Sneaky. So what are you guys doing?
So, we just asked the cow
Cow.
where... yeah, we just asked the cow where the offices and such are. Told us 2 floors up. Before we really hop into this dumb waiter and start climbing, perception check the room.
All right, give me a
Real quick.
perception check.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Oh.
I got an 18, and I know it's plus blah blah blah.
I'm
You're currently a
my
rat.
keen smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
22.
rat. Oh,
22.
15. Yes. Okay. Cool.
You smell cow shit.
Yeah, 15.
You do smell cheese.
I just smell cheese.
There's a lot of cheese. Actually, in that back corner towards Igor, there is an entire storage area.
Of cheese
No,
balls.
towards that way.
Oh, you gotta remember the floor layout.
Yes.
So yeah, okay.
Igor the player, not Igor the man.
Yeah, that is an entire storage room with cheese in it. It's
Well, you got
also
the
kind of
cow-
cold.
You got the cow over there, so it makes sense that they make the cheese from the
Yeah,
cow.
grab some cheese.
You make the cheese from the cow.
And in that room that you pass going
Money.
towards that room, you do see a lot of
He's a mouse, no ad.
frozen meats.
Frozen meats.
You're essentially in the larder at this point.
Frost, you notice in that open room towards you, it is mostly bags of vegetables, potatoes, carrots, lettuce, cabbage.
Okay.
We're gonna do our team fancy stuff, and then we're gonna check in with them, and they're just gonna be in the middle of making a bomb ass stew.
So, what are you
I
guys
approve.
gonna do?
I'm going to eat a little bit of cheese, and then
Eat a little bit.
and start heading over to the dumbwaiter now.
Okay.
So,
Frost, what are you gonna do?
oh wait, I interpreted to Gross where the dumbwaiter was
Yeah.
last time too. So you know where it is, and I'm heading over there. I'm heading up.
Just tail pointing.
I'm just picturing like air landing
Marshalling?
strip, just like
So, Frost, are you gonna just follow your
Yeah.
mouse
Doing
friend?
I
pieces
offer
of
my
cheese.
hand, so if he wants to crawl up onto my shoulder, he can.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna start
okay.
climbing up the rope.
I'm an independent mouse.
I'm an independent
Okay.
mouse.
So, I'm assuming you're gonna go up.
Yes, we're done.
How many floors are you going up? 1 or 2?
The cow said
2 floors up. So
we're going
technically
up
the 3rd floor.
the 3rd floor.
Because you're on floor 1.
Floor 1.
So floor 2 would be 1 floor up. Floor 3 would be 2
Okay.
floors up.
Is the basement ground level?
Words. No,
Okay.
So, okay.
but you're on a high rise.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay, so, I guess we're going up to the 3rd.
All right. Would you mind pulling out the 3rd floor?
Which one is it?
Oh,
It should be.
Can you tell from just the corner of it?
As
Should be
we're-
this one.
Real quick, just description. As we're passing the second floor,
Is that it?
peer through and just see what it generally looks like.
Or cheese.
You peer
All
through.
the
It looks
cheese.
like it's the living quarters for all the servants and stuff.
Okay. I don't want to hurt the servants. Oh, the cat was over here.
And you guys managed to climb up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Sounds fancy.
So,
I spent the most time on this floor.
is there anybody up
living
here?
quarters.
You see a few people, but it's kind of like you saw someone, and then like 8 minutes later, you saw maybe another person. You think?
I should have given
Okay.
them the potion.
Oh boy.
Are we still in the dumbwaiter?
Yeah.
Okay, is it like graded basically, or
Like a grate in front of it? No.
okay? So we're out in the open when we go fully up. Okay. Is there anything I can hide behind? I can just like jump immediately out, so I'm not out in the open.
There are some like
Plants and shit.
pedestals with busts on them, so you could technically hide behind one of those if you want to roll me a stealth check,
Just
Yeah.
remember, nobody ever looks up.
Spider-Man style.
Yeah, that's it.
Just completely spread across the hallway.
I'm gonna run out and hide behind it when the stuff.
Okay.
comes over.
Yeah, stealth check.
Alright.
This is a fancy person's house. Do they want a mouse in it? Absolutely
No,
not.
but-
Will they have one? In this case, yes.
I'm gonna use my
16?
brain because that was
Okay.
awful.
I don't have the best.
What is up with my rolls?
Does the mouse itself get a increased stealth roll?
I got a 14.
Okay.
No.
Not
Joppa,
really.
as a mouse, you manage to flawlessly hide behind this pedestal that is probably 2 times your size. And but Frost, as
Probably
you
more than 2 times my size.
Frost, well, I mean like width-wise, so you can
Oh.
hide behind.
Giant
Frost, as you
rat.
get out of the dumbwaiter, you do trip a little bit, and you kind of hit
Dear God.
your pedestal, but you manage to catch it before too much noise happens.
I'm picturing a
Before
very
it tips
Scooby-Doo
over, basically.
situation.
Oh,
I
God.
definitely like peek my head back out, like staring, like
Fuck was that?
So Team Sneaky, what else are you like to
Just a
do?
pair of mouse eyes going like.
when coast is clear, I would just like to start exploring down the hall and just perception checking anything and everything I'm passing.
Okay.
So,
Are you going into
roughly,
the...
where are people to where we are?
There isn't anyone in this hallway right now. You do hear voices further out, though.
Out here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to book it to this room first.
Okay.
So, over here.
Frost, are you gonna follow? Are you gonna follow along?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
You enter this room. It looks like to be an office space of some kind.
What are you doing?
I think you're like jumping like a weird ass.
Parkour.
Yeah. Parkour! Parkour!
You're free to use these for people if you need.
This seems to be some kind of more family-orientated conference room, probably for the heads of the side branches and stuff. A large table, 2 large tables. The square one is the largest table, and then the rounded one in the center. There are 2 locked cabinets on both sides of the room.
These things?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then on the closest side to you is a desk.
This.
No,
Or this.
further.
This thing.
Nope,
That
right
way.
there.
Okay.
Yep. I know my artist skills aren't great.
Yeah, I
guys.
know.
God,
It's fine.
rub it in, why don't
They're
you?
good enough, Steve.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean, we just start
Rummaging.
rummaging. So,
All right, roll me investigations.
I'm gonna go to the desk because as what I am right now, I can't lockpick anything. So
I can lockpick them.
All right. So, if you're gonna lockpick the cabinets, you're gonna roll me a Dex roll plus your modifier, plus your
Okay.
proficiency modifier.
Okay, so. Okay. Dex plus proficiency.
no.
I got a nat 20.
No. What did you get?
A nat 20.
I got a nat 1.
Oh man, this
This
desk.
was just kind
That
of
was a
funny.
spectrum right there.
That's D&D, people.
Joppa.
One room, 2 characters, 2 dice, 1 nat 1, 1 nat 20.
Look at
Joppa,
you,
this
and
desk
then I'm
is
like
so
this.
much a desk. You have no idea how desk it is.
Look at all this stuff.
Is
Wow. Wait, make
Is
him
it
shoot
a
the leg of
desk,
the desk.
or is it just a beautiful block of wood carved into a desk?
Um,
You don't
Squeak,
know.
squeak.
But Frost, you do manage to
Sweet,
unlock
sweet.
two of the two cabinets that you were working on, so almost simultaneously. And it opens up, and it's from first glance, it seems like it's a lot of like family history, genealogy books, and then there are some files lined across, and a lockbox at the very bottom. It's painted, so it's not like oh, no one find this ever. It's kind of like, oh, this is so nice. Maybe I'll buy it and put something inside of it.
I open it immediately.
As you open it, and there's this weird looking, like jadish colored beetle inside.
Is it alive?
It's not alive. It's not moving.
I stuff it in my pocket.
Okay.
And put the
Put the
box
lock
back.
Okay.
Close the doors.
The second lock cabinet though it's like a lot of alcohol.
Holy.
Like alcohol and nice glasses. Oof, galore.
Found the minibar.
And like, you know, like your drink garnishes and such things. Joppa, you had a real hard time trying to investigate this desk.
I know. Okay, I didn't want to do this just yet, but I'm going to unwild shape.
Okay.
Good funk.
And nothing on funk. I'm gonna do it properly.
I was gonna say there's gonna be like a maid 1 floor lower that just sees the floorboard, get like there's 300 pounds more weight on him. Like, huh?
Fuck.
A little bit of dust.
The fuck?
And I'm going to first cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
So Pass Without Trace is from you, masking you and your companions from detection. We both now have a +10 to stealth checks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Don't worry.
I
Pass
may
Without
be
Trace is
300
working.
pounds heavier now,
But you've gained ninja skills.
But I'm 10 points stealthier.
Alright, and then can I like free action to start opening drawers?
Yeah.
Okay.
You open some of the drawers. Like the top drawers are just filled with like writing utensils of all kinds. As you kind of go down, there's just kind of seems like there's a lot of office supplies, but the head part of the desk, as you're opening it up, has some interesting trinkets. There's another small box in there, a jar of what looks to be like licorice root. It's kind of just sitting in there, and also like a small box of what look to be very expensive cigarettes.
Whoa.
Death sticks.
Death sticks.
You do find... Actually, roll me an investigation check.
20.
Not bad. You do find a small blue piece of paper, and as you open it up, it looks like blueprints or something.
Okay.
You're not quite sure. Roll me an intelligence. Just straight intelligence roll.
16.
Yeah, you don't really know what it's trying to
You're
build.
a druid. When have you ever seen blueprints?
Like you can kind of you get the shape, but you're just not sure what all these mechanisms are kind of putting together to build.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna start taking things in my bag. Grab one of the licorice root, throw it in my mouth, chew on it, spit it out.
Okay.
Frost takes a note. Turtles don't like licorice.
I expected to be like Frost is in the cabinets, and all of a sudden he just hears.
Looks over and I'm just drinking all the expensive alcohol.
Yeah. Just throwing shit from anything I can
like
find
he looks,
in my bag right now.
he turns over and like mid pause, I'm like pouring liquid in my mouth.
Not supposed to get caught.
Dumping tons of shit. I'm just like the paper I'm taking.
Yeah, but if someone walks in that room and sees everything like
No, I'm not ransacking.
The 300-pound turtle is being dainty.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Taking
Delicate,
papers.
as it were.
Team Sneaky's
I'm taking papers and
Meg,
snacks.
you can add, if you're going to take any alcohol, are you taking any bottles with you? Or just taking like sips?
I'm just taking, just tasting. I'm not really doing it.
Okay.
I don't want to get drunk. I just want to see what they taste
And
like.
as I turn around,
You could have got
I'm
something
going to
nice.
just
though.
look. Is there anything up on these
But
tables
they
here?
clink.
There's
Or
nothing on the
natural.
tables.
What?
Nope.
Wrap them in a cloth.
But there are the other two cabinets on the other side of the room that are still locked.
Watch.
So,
You're a guy. You can't hide them there.
What? Those cabinets? I don't have a lockpick. What's this over here?
that's just another, a side table with a lamp on it.
Alright. Okay. I'm ready to move on to the next room, so I'm going to start heading.
I'm right behind him, basically.
It's too bad I'm not
I'm
there. I
done
have a
sampling.
suggestion.
Frost, did you look at these ones?
There
The
are
ones that I opened?
there are 4 cabinets.
You only opened these.
You only unlock 2 of them.
Okay. I'll unlock the rest that I have.
Okay, roll me
Well,
dexterity
I'm slapping
with your
around.
proficiency. Joppa, if you're exiting the room,
I'm not exiting yet. I'm
Okay.
waiting for Frost. I'm just keeping an eye in the corner. What?
I got a 13, so it wasn't that good.
okay, you don't manage to open either of these locks, unfortunately.
Try again.
I don't know if I'm allowed.
Your lockpicks in the locks.
I have more than one. Can I do it again?
If you'd really like to try, you can.
Wait,
Alright.
the picks broke at a 13? Damn.
This is a master level Skyrim type of lock.
Yeah.
I really get those positions.
An unnatural 20.
Okay. You do manage to open one of them. The other one seems to not want to budge.
Okay.
It opens up, and there are a lot of fucking bones in here.
Bones?
You can tell it's not humanoid bones, but weird shaped fish bones,
You tell
and
me
probably
this?
some birds, and
I
a
open
deer
it?
skull.
Wait, can I open it and look at him and be like...
And I don't mean
Just,
like a buck skull.
just weird.
You want to come over? Look at it.
Like me weird or normal weird?
It's a cabinet filled with bones. Of course it's fucking weird.
So
Come on, look
Wolfgang
at it.
weird.
Be like, we'll figure this out later. And grab them, put them in my bag.
Okay.
Alright, I'm done for the room.
Alright, so if you're leaving the room, you're going to roll me a stealth check. And we're going to stop you guys for just a moment and go back up to Team Fancy.
They're above us still?
Yeah.
Oh.
The floor it's not upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's bottom where you started. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So what floor are we on?
You're on floor 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay.
So is that
So
the fourth
we're at the
floor
penthouse.
ground level? Or is it the third
You
floor
were on a
ground
what,
level?
stealth?
Stealth.
Stealth check.
It's the 4th floor above the ground level.
17.
Technically.
Okay.
I had an unnatural 20.
You have a plus 10.
I know. I had
Oh.
a 10 and I added a 10.
Okay.
And add your other yourself.
I mean, then it's above 20.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you guys will be stealth in the hallway. So Team Fancy, what's going on?
I'm still looking.
I got some stuff that I kind of yielded from that exchange, but Karina, Saren, if you guys or Igor, if you guys got anything you want to try to do first.
So, all you told me in that message was to stay away
Stay away from the old
from
man.
the old man, but I don't know why. So
Um,
I would like to seek him out.
Me or
Okay.
the old man?
You.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm
not gonna
listen.
old
I'm
man.
gonna go right to
I was
this
like,
old bastard. She's a
Ooh, stay away from this old man. Let me go see this old man.
She's a bronze dragonborn, but she's got some brass ones.
Now we know where the lightning comes
All right,
from.
so you meet up with Wolf, and I assume you're gonna.
Okay. I know that was brief, but I need you to keep this down. That dude has a professional dragonborn hunter on his payroll, and I might have buried the lead. He's a slave trader with all the magistrates in his pocket. So stay away from him.
Does Karina start crying? Or
Does Grant just freeze up?
And I
Shit.
don't want to put a lot on you at once. The hunter might also be hunting me, and the old man might think I have 100 slaves for him. Just getting that out there. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. Go.
What's the hunter's name? Did you get that?
Yeah, the hunter's name is Zanza Penachov?
Okay.
Do
I know who that is?
No, you have no idea who that is.
He also kind of extended the offer to me that if we do go into business, he has a guy that can make people disappear for me. Now, I don't know about the ethics about going into business with a slave trader who has a Dragonborn hunter on payroll, but I'm thinking that Dragonborn hunter would be great for your cousin.
I was thinking that too. Okay.
Igor,
maybe...
roll me a perception check.
Oh, fun. Oh, not fun.
That's a 13.
Okay. Real quick, Igor, you're approached by one of the wait staff.
Leave me alone.
And she kind of just hands you a little plate of food and like, I know you guys, so long hours, especially at these galas, so here's some food if you'd like some.
Thank you, dear.
She, like, walks away. She's got, like, the a cart with her, and it just has plates of food.
from the trolley, dear?
She's, like, 20 years old.
20 years old?
It's a hard life.
Short brunette hair, a little curly.
You're a man of the cloth. Keep it in your pants.
She's I find her
Okay. And she walks away.
Sarah and Karina, is there anything you guys want to do? Because otherwise, I just got a good look at the man of the house in the form of a very egotistical, lifelike portrait of him. Mm-hmm. So I kind of know who we could look for if we're looking for the guy in charge.
If we didn't see where the blonde went to, did we?
Do we know where the blonde lady is?
Give me a perception check.
I wanted to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I was busy looking.
In a
for
way,
the
I struck out with the gray old man.
You said perception?
Yeah.
That's a 7.
That's a 15.
17. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, Wolf and Karina, you can still spot her. She's got some space around her. She has a couple of gentlemen talking to her, and her own entourage of women backing her up.
Okay, I don't want to particularly get into the same situation I just got out of, so maybe one of you two should go talk to this one. See what fresh hell you people stir up.
I mean, if she has an entourage of women, I can probably, like, sneak into the entourage and, like, follow.
My thought on that would be she probably knows exactly who is in her entourage. If she's a powerful woman, she's going to know. And if you try to sneak in, it's going to be seen.
Do we want a Rochambeau for which one of the two of us want to try to saunter up to this broad?
I feel like I should go in and try to do the spy thing and strike up a conversation with somebody nearby and just listen in on the conversation.
Okay, I did that last time, but I sort of took a left turn at the conversation I struck up was with the person I shouldn't have.
Left turn nothing. You went off road.
You're not wrong.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I'm going to try to get closer and strike up a conversation with somebody nearby and listen in.
Alright, roll me a charisma check.
Just flat charisma?
Yeah, just flat charisma.
That is 19.
19. You come up to this guy. He's a kind of a gangly fellow, pretty tall. And you begin to initiate some chatter. He kind of tells you, like, yeah, I don't want to be here at all.
How about them aloe bears?
But it's great publicity for the shop when I get back. I don't know if you've ever been to Farhand before. That's dirty city, but wonderful people.
Dirty. I haven't been there in quite a while.
Oh, so you know the city. Yeah. The Rangers Council is getting a little pesty upon what we do and do not sell, creature-wise, and when we're allowed to go out and hunt what creatures, because something about endangered animals, but, it's whatever.
Is that the trade that you're in?
Me personally, no, but my son is. He's actually part of...
I've completely zoned out on his conversation. I'm trying to listen to them.
You hear...
His conversation is like, oh, yeah, No, you don't say. Crazy.
You see that you listen in and you can hear Olivia's talking something about an expansion of Quallen. A large-scale expansion and probably going up the side of the river so they have a little more space to breathe. It requires a certain amount of funds and she's in the process of acquiring those funds from the other noble families. You can kind of tell she means by less than reputable means. And then you have the occasional, from her entourage, "You're so amazing, Olivia. I wish I could be just like you." And Olivia going, "Of course. I know you do, darling."
Ego strokers. Gotcha.
Anything else?
This is your ball game if you want to take another move.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I got some searching to do.
I have some stuff too.
Well, I have the basic gist of the idea, so I'll break the conversation with him and say it was nice meeting you and all that good stuff, and just walk off and send a message to these two about what I just heard.
All right, Igor.
Is that kid still up on the balcony?
He's like,
you're over there. He's over here in the corner.
So does this balcony wrap around the whole?
No, just
the three edges.
Yep.
Okay. Does it look like other guards just happen to be kind of meandering around up top here?
Yeah.
Just kind of walking aimlessly.
You've been up here for probably about 30 minutes.
Would it look weird if I also started
No.
meandering?
Honestly,
so I'm
been
gonna grab my food and I'm gonna start walking. I'm just gonna happen to just kind of
walk over to him.
Direction.
Okay.
Not like I'm walking to him, but I'm gonna walk in his direction, and then I'm gonna kind of just get up on the banister next to him.
Okay.
Is anyone else necessarily directly next to us?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper him and say, "When I give you the signal, I need you to create a distraction for me. You got that?
Don't close your eyes." He was banging his head on the wall, and he stops, and he just looks up. Okay. Are you going to kill me if I don't?
Tell him to look up in the rafters.
It's the crow's job. It's the crow's job.
That's up to the crow.
The crow's here too.
Okay, don't tell him.
Wait. Have the crow blink its eyes.
No, don't tell him.
One blink and then the other slowly.
The crow's not here, but I'm very close to the crow. We're good friends.
Okay.
Turn of the head and then glint of the eye.
And I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder, and I'm gonna slip him a silver.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna continue eating because I'm doing this as I'm eating, and I'm just gonna keep kind of meandering and keep my eyes on the ground.
All right. As you're meandering about, you do get into some side conversations with other guards.
Tell him the signal.
No, you didn't.
Oh, well, he'll figure it out. He's a smart kid. He'll figure it out.
As you meander on the catwalk, you do have some other conversation with some of the other guards.
Just sound like a crow. He'll shit himself and start screaming. That'll be a distraction.
If you do the thaumaturgy thing, that could be the signal.
Just have to roll a fly or something.
Son of a bitch! So you do have some other conversations with some of the other guards that are walking around on this banister here.
Yeah, I get it. We all get it.
They're all
boys.
They're all just kind of complaining that they
blows.
hate being here, especially because there's so many people and it's just hot up here. They don't care enough to air condition or magic air conditioning.
Talk about if pay at the other families is better or not.
Yeah, basically.
Work shit.
How much could it possibly cost to get one wand of Ray of Frost? Come on, guys.
You do talk to some of the newer guards that are here. They're shadowing some of the older gentlemen. The older guys kind of complain about having to have someone shadow them, and the new guys are like, "Oh man, this is so much fun! I always wanted to be a guard when I grow up, but I don't get paid enough by being a town guard."
I know that feeling.
And that's kind of the conversations you have.
Very mundane.
Anything else Team Fancy would like to do?
I had the fleeting thought of, now that I know what the head of the family looks like, I could look for him on the floor. I got two searches I want to make then. Can I see if I do see the head of the family around? I'm not going to go talk to him because I thought that one through and thought that would go just about as well as
give me a perception check. Some good dwarves.
Can Snickerdoodle roll for me too?
At the risk of losing his ability.
I mean, he's my familiar, so I have a telepathic link.
Well, yes, but he is currently hidden away from everyone.
Then I'm not going to have.
You have the risk.
I'm not going to have him look. I got him that one.
Okay. No, you don't really see him.
This guy never existed, man.
He's all in your head. It's a cover up.
You don't see the head of the household. But there could be plenty of reasons why he's not down here right now.
Okay, then otherwise, can I look to see if there's any party goers that have gotten kind of sloshed yet? See if there's anybody, a little drunk, a little bit loose around talking about stuff?
Sure, roll me another perception check.
Date rape is bad, man.
So is getting in bed with fucking slave traders.
Yeah. I've already put the bar pretty low for moral
Now they just gotta
efficacy.
find a drug dealer for some Rohypnol.
That's going to be a 14 for finding a drunk.
Okay, yeah, there are a couple of drunks.
Can
It's not uncommon for people to get fucking wasted at these parties.
I go on up to him, try to schmooze, see if anybody has any insight about the family, the house, anything we could use?
So there's like a heavier set gentleman, a redheaded woman who's kind of leaning against the wall, she kind of looks like she might barf, and then a younger gentleman who, loose tie, no jacket, leaning against the wall in a chair, and those are your three options here.
I want to try the gentleman in the loosened tie.
Alright, so you walk over to him. How do you approach him?
Whew. Hey man, I needed a breather too from all this. It has been, love when they let the booze flow freely at these things, am I right?
You're telling me, boyo. I haven't had any crux in so long. It's so pricey out here.
How'd you get into this shindig?
The front door.
You friends with the family or some shit? Something?
I'm one of the Sky Slims,
I immediately walk off and go to the heavyset gentleman instead, hoping this man does not even conversation. I bet the wrong horse. Okay. I go to the heavyset gentleman.
The heavyset gentleman, he's kind of swaying a little bit. He's not. You can tell he's drunk, but he's like kind of
swaying is better than incoherent.
And you walk up to him and he goes, "Oh God, I think I had one too many drinks tonight.
You're telling me that I sap over in the chair, even worse off than you, bro."
Hell, the Sky Slims, they get fucking messy out here.
Yeah, none like you or I. It was us folk. We handle ourselves a little bit better. How you been doing at this shindig?
I have been alright. It's been a bit since I got a chance to let loose a little more than usual.
Can I tell if I'm going to get anything useful from these fuckers?
If you want to roll me an insight check.
Yeah. I just don't want to be wasting too much time on this. That's going to be a insight. It's going to be a 19.
Well, this heavier set man is some kind of businessman. He has a emblem on his shirt. I'm just gonna say you also are trying to look at a woman. She's not gonna be helpful at all.
Okay,
she may be throwing up right now.
I got a feeling from that, and I wanted no part of that.
Poor servants.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to continue chatting to see if I can get him talking about like his business or whatever.
All right. He kind of lets you know he's in the business of regular trade. Particularly
refreshing.
Inks, magical ink, magical paper, for stuff like that. Mostly for magic stores. He recently came from Vanya, one of the larger towns a little further north. He's been traveling a lot. He hasn't been home in quite some time. And a gala like this is a little refreshing.
That is actually useful for me. Does Wolfgang have business cards? I want to give him like one of my actual contact information. I might hit this man up later. Magical ink. I need that shit.
You know what? I'll say you do have business cards.
Yeah. I have like these fake disguised self business cards. I like reach behind like an obviously different one. It's like definitely
fucking loser.
I'm a writer.
Wow.
And it's like, you, sir, have got one hell of yourself an intriguing business. Look for me in the future. I might be hitting you up. You're expanding.
He takes your business card and he pulls out his own and he hands it to you. His name is Heston.
If you were about to read another name, I knew I was going to get up off this table and smash.
No, his name's Heston.
Okay. All right.
Last name Charlton.
Alright, is there anything else this guy knows about the Bridgeman?
They do. kind of well business. That's about it.
They do good. They do business good.
Okay. I figured drunk.
Oh, there's a slogan for your store.
All right, I'm gonna call it quits on my end of things. I figured, drunks are a little bit, looser lips. I figured I'd have something, but this was the best I was gonna get. I'm good.
Okay.
Who's lips and shit?
I thank the man for his time.
Well then, guys, this is where we'll end this episode of Roll For It.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming along for this ride. We're on Facebook and Spotify and YouTube and iTunes at Roll For It D&D. I got better at this. Yeah.
Practice in the mirror.
Practice in the mirror every night. Tell yourself you're pretty as hell. So that's Roll For It. We're out of here. Roll for perception. We hope to see you next time.